Heat check. Let's get it, man. Let's do it. Round 2. YouTube, what's good? What's going on, man? It's your boy B, and we back in this mud with another video, man. Today we got when Kobe sabotaged the Lakers on purpose and had to explain, man. I don't know what my man's talking about here. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm what's the word I'm looking for? Acting oblivious. I'm oblivious to the situation right now. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, we got a video right here made by my man Heat Check. As you guys see, you know what I'm saying, be sure to go over there and check them out, man, and see what they got. Man, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, hit that sub button if you want to see more content like this. As always, let's get it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
This is Kobe Bryant completely disinterested in a Game 7, a must-win situation against the Suns in 06. The Mamba stands way out here for the entire possession, watching Smush Parker break a fadeaway jumper. The very next possession, they're down by 17, so Kobe is taking over, right? Nah, he's clearing out to the opposite corner, and when the ball gets to him, he quickly passes away. And look at this. Bryant is not even in the frame on this play. After scoring 23 points at corner, and when the ball gets to him, he quickly passes away.
Bro, he was double teamed, bro.
And look at this. Bryant is not even in the frame on this play. After scoring 23 points in the first half of a do-or-die game, he attempted just 3 shots in the final 24 minutes of their season and literally watched the Lakers lose the game and the series. So why did he do it? Why did he then have to explain himself on national TV, and how did this debacle ultimately lead to them winning the championship?
The most underrated Kobe story deserves a flashback, so let's get into it.
These are your 05-06 Lakers. In the starting 5 is Lamar Odom, Brian Cook, Kwame Brown, and
oh man, do y'all remember Shannon Brown? Oh my gosh, he had some bunnies, didn't he? Shannon Brown. This was like back in like 2000 and I want to say 12, somewhere around there. They had Shannon Brown, Derek Fisher, Bynum. Yeah, I remember Bynum. Rondo Artest. They had all them boys on the team, man. This is crazy though. Marc Gasol. So this when was this though? Cause I don't even see Marc Gasol.
And Smush Parker. Wow, pretty rough. Now you understand what Kobe had to do to drag this team into the playoffs. And no, Bynum and Vujacic are non-factors this season, as the big man was a 17-year-old rookie scoring 1.5 points per game, while Sasha was a sophomore with a 4-point per game average. So to keep the Lakers afloat, not only did Bryant lead the league in scoring that season, but he also had iconic games of 62 points in 3 quarters against the Dallas Mavericks, and of course the legendary 81-point game against the Raptors. Kobe's heroics were just enough to make it to the postseason as a game against the Raptors, the Dallas Mavericks, and of course the legendary 80.
Who's number 5? Who's number 5, man? I seen him like, bro, he looked just like one of the sports commentators, bro.
1-point game against the Raptors. Kobe's heroics were just enough to make it to the postseason as a 7th seed. Their opponents were Mike D'Antoni's Phoenix Suns and their revolutionary playing style for that era. The Suns had the back-to-back MVP in Steve Nash, but were missing their leading scorer Amari Stoudemire, who was injured the entire season. This is where the Lakers saw their chance in this first-round matchup, and they were right. With a 2-1 series lead, Game 4 at home in Staples Center was one for the ages, and they wanted to win at all costs. So, down by 5 with 12 seconds to go, an unlikely hero emerges.
Parker puts up the 3.
Parker cuts it to 2, and then you all know what happens.
Here comes George to Kobe Bryant. Bryant inside. It's good.
And in overtime, the most legendary jump ball in NBA playoffs history.
Walton can tip it. Bryant with the save.
Oh, you gotta get a shot here.
Final seconds. Bryant for the win.
man. You already know what's going on,
A
huh?
commanding 3-1 series lead for LA, taking them just one step away from the second round. And after losing in Phoenix, Game 6 at home, it was time to seal the deal. So in a tight game and a thriller ending, Kobe delivers the final blow with half a minute to go. All the Lakers need now is just one final stop and they will complete the upset over the number 2 seeded Suns. But in the final second, this happens.
Barbosa and Nash for the tie.
Man, Nash missed
Murray on the rebound.
Is it virtual?
I ain't gonna lie, Nash out there shooting like the score 19-19. You in 2K, you know what I'm saying? You on 2K, you pass the ball to your wing, your corner, and he wide open. He wide open. He's come on, man. About to break the controller.
Tim Thomas with the fake for the tie.
Oh, good shot.
Tim Thomas with the most clutch shot of his entire career ties the game and the Suns rise again like a phoenix from the ashes. In overtime, Nash is the ultimate puppet master, pulling all the strings and securing a win and a Game 7 at home, back from being down 3-1. Getting so close to the win and seeing it slip away, the emotions are high and there's
So the Warriors wasn't only one of the only team that was up 3-1, and the other team came back. Lakers, that's tough, man.
always the need to point out a scapegoat, somebody to blame for this. And despite an unbelievable 50-point game by Bryant, he was the one that was being blamed for the loss, for not trusting his teammates more.
And nobody could have ever imagined the way that Kobe would respond to this in the final game.
At the start, it was Mamba mentality as he takes and makes some crazy shots, looking unstoppable for the defense, scoring 23 points in the first half. But his team is trailing. Still, Bryant is pumped up and engaged as he even responds to the crowd chanting Kobe sucks.
At the free throw line.
So you expect that there's a storm coming in the second half. But in a shocking turn of events, the complete opposite happened. In the third quarter, Bryant would just throw an entry pass and would literally stand way out here watching the rest of the Lakers fighting to get a bucket. Look, he's nowhere near the action for this entire possession. Again, another entry pass and heading back. And again, watch this. Only 4 offensive players are battling here. Bryant is out of it. The lead ballooned to 20 offensive players are battling here. Bryant.
Yeah, that pass had way too much spin on it, man. Y'all see that ball going out of bounds, man. It was one of those boom, boom. It was like boom, boom. It was there. He aimed it at him, but it was too much spin on that mud, dog. While we're going over there with the cameraman, that
is out of it. The lead ballooned to 20, and even though we've seen many comebacks from down 20 in the third quarter, it was obvious that it wouldn't happen in this game, as Kobe wanted to make a statement and prove to everyone who criticized them that they were wrong. However, in the aftermath of that Game 7 loss, even harsher criticism followed as Charles Barkley went off on him.
Why did Kobe Bryant take 3 shots in the second half?
I think he was being very selfish. I think he stopped shooting because he wanted to say those guys didn't help me. Because normally...
Oh, man. Come on, Kobe. You know you're the big dog, but you really team leader. That's tough, man.
If they had to get down by 20 points, he would try to take over. He was not aggressive at all. He was not shooting the ball. He wanted to prove you guys can't do anything without me. But the truth of the matter, he was very selfish.
When Kobe saw this, he was absolutely furious and went ballistic towards Chuck, cursing him out in text messages.
So he starts texting me after the game. So, you know, we get off around 1, 2 in the morning. He texts me like 25 times, calling me every name in the book. And I'm texting him back, yo, man, pick up the phone and call me. No, fuck you, but that's bullshit what you said. And this goes on for like 2-3 hours. And I said, yo, man, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. You motherfucker, go to bed.
The very next show, Chuck revealed all of this to the public and basically told Kobe, if you got something to say, come on the show. And a few days later, Bryant came to the studio to tell his side of the story.
We're out there to try to win. So, you know, to label me as being selfish was something that I took up with Charles.
And I understand what you were trying to do, but at some point you got to say, I got to take this game over, and I got to be aggressive, at least got to go down fired.
We knew that the strategy was to get everybody involved because that affects the defensive end of the floor.
This is not how you get the others involved. Just throw them the ball and watch them fight against the other team. The best player still has to be aggressive and
that nigga time, man. I know. Aggressive. We talking about game 7, dog. Game 7. He barely got any help. That nigga out there tired, dog. He probably did it, you know what I'm saying? He probably did it on purpose. Who you know what I'm saying? Who knows? That nigga out there tired, dog. I'm just keeping it a beat.
an attack, and with that create much better opportunities for his teammates to score than these looks. So, although Kobe defended himself live on TV, it was obvious that he sent a message to the Lakers that he needed help in the form of trading for better players. But the management didn't do much that summer, so the next season it was the same old story with the same old roster. Bryant did everything, but his teammates couldn't help him as the Lakers played Phoenix again in the first round, but this time they got demolished.
You know what? Another thing too, he mentioned, I seen in one of the videos someone had made. He mentioned that he don't like when his teammates being lazy. It's like he mentioned that he be in the gym, you know what I'm saying, working overtime, and like he don't really see that same effort, that same mentality out of his teammates. So hey, bro might be on to something though. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
So in the offseason, Kobe pulled the ultimate move, asking for a trade live on the radio.
Are you saying right here on this show that you want to be traded?
Yeah, I would like to be traded, yeah. As tough as it is to say that, as tough as it is to come to that conclusion, there's no other alternative.
Then, in an unimaginable turn of events, the Lakers actually traded him to the Chicago Bulls for Joakim Noah, Ben Gordon,
What? Kobe was traded?
Tyrese Thomas, and Luol Deng. It was Bryant himself who used his no-trade clause and rejected the trade since he wanted Deng to stay on the Bulls and to play alongside him. Whether this was the real reason or Kobe just never wanted to leave LA, we'll never know. What we do know, however, is that after the Bulls his no-trade clause, Lakers actually traded him to the Chicago Bulls for Joakim Noah, Ben Gordon, Tyrese Thomas, and Luol Deng. It was Bryant himself.
Rejected. The blockbuster trade, the Los Angeles Lakers. So it got rejected.
Ben Gordon, Tyrese Thomas, and Luol Deng. It was Bryant himself who used his no-trade clause and rejected the trade since he wanted Deng to stay on the Bulls.
Oh, he rejected. Oh, okay. I hear him out. So he rejected it because they was gonna trade Deng too. You know what I'm saying? Off the Bulls. So he wanted him. He needed him. He was gonna be back in the same situation.
And to play alongside him. Whether this was the real reason or Kobe just never wanted to leave LA, we'll never know. What we do know, however, is that after all that settled down, with a recommitted Bryant for the new season, the Lakers brought back Derek Fisher. And with him, Jordan Farmer improving in his sophomore year, as well as Bynum taking a huge leap and becoming a double-double guy, the Lakers started off hot with a top 4 record in the West. The front office then pulled the trigger on a huge addition in Pau Gasol. And the rest is history, as they went to 3 straight finals, winning 2 of them. So, although Kobe's methods of delivering a message were harsh and explicit, they worked, and in a weird way, it ended up being the right move.
If you like the video and want to support my work, consider buying a t-shirt from my merch line. We have some cool designs, so click the link in the description and get yourself a nice t-shirt. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out. Kobe.
Kobe. So I knew he was gonna do it. Bro, room is fire though. I ain't even gonna lie. Life sentence files in the NBA, man. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to check that out. But that's gonna do it for today's vid, man. A 2 for y'all in one day, man. Hope y'all guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to drop a like, man. Hit that sub button if you want to see more content like this, man. With that being said, be sure to check out one of the videos at the end of the screen because it's definitely a banger. I would miss it if I was you, man.